It's easy to understand why you might be new to cassette Walkmans in the year 2019. You might have ordered one online out of curiosity but have no idea how to use it, or maybe you found one at a long since out of service bus depot along with a few tapes and you think you might know how to use it, but you just want to make sure you're an expert right off the bat. And once you get this all figured out, you'll be light years ahead of all the other people that are fiddling with their cell phones to listen to music streaming services on their slow internet connection that keeps cutting out. So you got your Walkman. Most of the ones you find should have a few old skateboard stickers on it. As you can see, a big feature on this one is it has an anti-rolling mechanism. You might gasp your breath at first reading anti-rolling, thinking that it means this unit will only rock and not rock and roll. But don't worry. The anti-rolling mechanism helps prevent from having undesirable hiccups in the tape's playback speed that could be otherwise occurring when your Walkman is bouncing around while you're water skiing and listening to a book on tape. You'll notice this Walkman also has an AM/FM radio. The Walkman should already be switched to tape when not in use because that also means it's turned off from radio playback. So let's pop some new batteries in there. Get your headphones. Maybe you like little earbuds or you prefer some nice classic red headphones. And of course, get something to listen to. Any Bryan Adams tape will do. Take out that tape, open the Walkman. Some might have a button release, or if it's like this style, it will have a nice comfortable tab where you can pull it open from. Figure out which side of the tape you want to listen to. If all the tape is reeled to the left side, that means that side is rewound and ready to go. Put it in with the side you want to hear facing up towards the inside of the lid. Slide it in just like this. Let the tape meet the tape head. Plug in those headphones where you see the little headphone symbol. Hit play and start listening. Want to go back? Hit stop, then the rewind reverse button. That's the double arrow that goes the opposite direction as play. And similar deal, if you want to skip ahead, hit stop, then fast forward, which is this one. Want to crank up the volume? Just roll up that volume dial. This rising line indicates the rise in volume, so roll that way. If your Walkman is like mine and doesn't have a belt clip, that's no problem. It'll fit in the back pocket of your jeans. Whether you do this step before or after putting on your pants is up to you. Try listening to that radio now. So stop your tape, and hey, if you want to make your Walkman lighter to carry, you can take that tape out now too. Hit that switch from tape to radio, decide whether you want AM or FM over here, then use this tuning dial and find your station watching the marker move along here. Alright, that was the basics. Now a few advanced things and some tips and tricks. Your Walkman might have this switch here. What on earth is DX norm local CR02/metal? Well, this has two functions. When listening to the radio, you're switching between DX and local. It changes the radio sensitivity. DX picks up all the radio signals it can reach, where local will just pick up the strong signals. So maybe there's a little radio station directly across the street from your house, but you find some of those big city stations cut into your local frequencies. Hit this switch to local, and you'll hear the local guys better. Simple as that. When you're playing a tape, this switch is more to do with sound equalizers to accommodate different types of tapes. Most of my tapes are Type 2, which is the CR02 option. But anyways, there's certainly a deep rabbit hole you can go down reading into that stuff. All I know is that when I actually switch this to the left side here, I really start to hear Bryan Adams play his electric guitar in a rich, beautiful sound waves that soar triumphantly to my eardrums. We all know batteries can run out. Now say I'm listening to Heaven by Bryan Adams, and my battery dies just as the guitar solo is wrapping up, and I know there's that one last soft rockin' chorus to come. Well, sometimes you can get a little luck with this trick. Pop out the batteries, flip them around, and put them back in. You might get that last little bit of juice out of them to get you through the last 30 seconds of the tune. Won't always work, but man, it's worth the effort when it does. In that same situation, you might have another option. If your Walkman has an AC or DC adapter plug, Well, you just hurry on home to your adapter, plug into the wall outlet, and keep rocking. And lastly, if you think you are going to be putting your Walkman into a drawer never to be touched for another 10 years, which I would assume is only because you've dedicated that Walkman to become your backup Walkman to a newly acquired primary Walkman, take the batteries out so they don't corrode over time. So there you go, you're all set. If you're interested in learning a way to get your tapes rewound without having to use any battery life, I've got another video for you over here, or down in the description.